What's up, guys? What's up? So, no Boston sports on today. So, we are going to do the Monday Night Raw after the Rumble, which should be very interesting because Edge is back. At number 21, guys, Edge returned to WWE. So this should be an interesting Monday Night Raw tonight. Once again, thanks for tuning in. We are going to watch Monday Night Raw, the Raw after the Rumble. Drew McIntyre, the winner for the women's. Hey, what's up, Nick? What's going on, brother? What's up? This should be an interesting Monday Night Raw, Nick. This should be an interesting Monday Night Raw tonight. This should definitely be an interesting one. I try, man. So McIntyre wins the Rumble. McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble, guys. So here we go. We are starting off Monday Night Raw. What up, Sarah? This should be an interesting Monday Night Raw, guys. This should definitely be an interesting Monday Night Raw. Me too, Sarah. Me too. Me too. So the cold open, the fireworks are going, guys. Monday Night Raw has just started. Pyrotechnics going off right now. So let's see how they start this one off. Let's see how they start Monday Night Raw off. Pyrotechnics just going off now. I know, Karam, I know. All right, so Raw kicking off, guys. Monday Night Raw kicking off. Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Jerry the King Lawler, the announcers for tonight. Tag team match tonight, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. So that's one match announced for tonight. Me too, Nick. I want to see Edge come out. So a United States title match tonight, two with Andrade. So two scheduled matches. So Andrade and a tag team match for tonight so far. That's what we know so far. And Charlotte Flair going to be on Raw tonight, the Women's Rumble winner. Also facing off tonight, guys, Liv Morgan and Lana going at it tonight. And here we go. You think Edge's theme music just hit. Edge's theme music just hit, and he is here. Actually, nope. Hold on. Got excited there for a second. They were just replaying the Rumble. Sorry, guys. Got excited there for a second. What up, 2K? Who's the United States champ? It is, I believe it's, it's either Andrade or Shinsuke. I forget who. I haven't watched WWE in a long time. Me too, Nick. So, Drew McIntyre opening up Monday Night Raw. McIntyre, the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble, opening up Monday Night Raw for us tonight. His music hits, and he is making his way to the ring. Walk into the ring with a purpose, so clearly he's got something to say. McIntyre had 6 eliminations last night in the Rumble. So McIntyre making his way to the ring. Let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what he's got to say. Me too, Leedy. Me too, man. Me too. So McIntyre in the ring, guys. Let's see what he's got to say. He is going to open up Raw. Asking for a microphone. Let's see what he's got to say. Yeah, it's been a while for me too, 2K. Crowd chanting, "You deserve it" to McIntyre. McIntyre taking the crowd chants in for a second. McIntyre saying he's feels like he's dreaming since he won the Men's Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre is a massive human being, guys. I don't know if you realize this, but he's like 6'6". He's huge. McIntyre is a massive individual. Yeah, 2K. I wanted Edge or McIntyre. I'm okay with McIntyre winning though. I am. McIntyre cutting a promo, guys, talking about how he's ready for WrestleMania. What up, Stockton? And Drew McIntyre just challenged Lesnar for Mania. McIntyre challenged Lesnar at Mania, guys. He just announced it. Straight out of Stockton, it was a solid pay-per-view, man. It was good. It was a good one. There was only one really bad match, and it was the Bayley match. Drew McIntyre, once again, guys, McIntyre has just challenged Brock Lesnar. He laid it down, and he said he challenges Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So McIntyre laying the challenge down right away, and we know who he's going to be fighting. No, Nick. The rumors are that we're gonna get Randy Orton versus Edge. Titan said he called Drew McIntyre winning. I wanted him or Edge. Titan. I wanted him or Edge to win it. So I was pretty happy. There was only really one bad match, guys. McIntyre still cutting his promo. There was only really one bad match in that pay-per-view last night, and it was the Bayley match. So McIntyre saying he wants to fight, and the OC coming out now. So the OC, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. So let's see which one of them's gonna fight Drew McIntyre. And the OC calling for a mic. So looks like we're gonna get Drew McIntyre and Actually, no, Luke Gallows is going to step in, guys. So Gallows steps in front of Carl Anderson and says he will fight Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre says, I'll fight the both of you. And it looks like our first match of the night's going to be Drew McIntyre and the OC. Christian coming back would be epic. Titan, that's very true. But then again, Titan Anderson, a lot of NXT matches are better than a lot of the WWE stuff, the main roster. What NXT is Titan Anderson, what NXT is doing right now is they're ridiculous. The talent in NXT right now is awesome, man. They represented so good in the Rumble last night. NXT represented well. So tag in after Anderson is flattened by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre now working on Luke Gallows in the corner. A couple of rakes to the eyes, and McIntyre takes Gallows' shirt and rips it off. And Gallows going to rake McIntyre's eyes. He will tag Anderson in. Double team move here going for the Magic Killer. McIntyre fights it off. And he's up again. Headbutt to both men, puts both on the mat. He grabs Anderson, throws him off the ropes, and that's a scoop slam from McIntyre. And once again, both of the OC down on the mat. McIntyre puts Carl Anderson into the corner and takes him, and that is a belly-to-belly suplex. So belly-to-belly suplex from Drew McIntyre. McIntyre heading to the top ropes, and that's an elbow off the face to Anderson. He grabs Gallows now, and that's a double underhook DDT to Gallows. Both men on the mat, and Drew McIntyre taking care of business so far. McIntyre taking his time with these two. And the Claymore to Carl Anderson, and he's done. Gallows looks like he's going to get a Claymore as well. McIntyre lining him up. 3, 2, 1, and the Claymore to Gallows as well. So the Claymore kick from McIntyre, which is a single leg drop kick. And he will pin both at the same time. And McIntyre wins both. Yes, 2K. Dean is in. Dean, a.k.a. John Moxley, is in AEW. Yeah, he went to AEW. He did. He went to AEW. Oh, and Drew's not done. He takes Gallows and tosses him out of the ring. He's going to pick Anderson up and throw him out of the ring as well. And Brock Lesnar comes in behind Drew McIntyre. He picks McIntyre up. He's got him on his shoulders. F5 from Brock Lesnar, and McIntyre is down. Lesnar takes McIntyre down with the F5, and he is standing tall in the center of the ring with his title. So Lesnar from out of nowhere takes McIntyre out with the F5. Lesnar takes McIntyre out with the F5. And McIntyre still down in the ring, selling that F5 pretty good. So Brock Lesnar fires the first shot as he attacks Drew McIntyre after his match. And we head to commercial break. So Drew gets the win, but definitely pays for it. McIntyre picks up the W, but he definitely paid for that one, courtesy of Brock Lesnar and an F5. They need to get away from Lesnar and all these part-time guys and really start to showcase some of the talent, because these part-time guys are just taking a spot up. Hey, USA, how are you? Thanks for stopping in, USA live stream. 2K, it's on Friday nights now. It's on Friday nights now. Thank you, USA. Much appreciated. Thank you. So, still in commercial break, guys. What's up, Pats Nation? What up, my dude? Still in commercial break, guys. Our first match of the night, Drew McIntyre picked up the win versus the OC, which is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, for those who don't know, but was attacked after the match by Brock Lesnar and got the F5. So Lesnar flattened McIntyre at the end of the match. Hey, Elias, what's up? He was Pat's Nation. He was my favorite wrestler for a long time. Sting. It was I really was into Sting and Sting for WCW. Sting, Diamond Dallas Page, and Stone Cold and DX. Those are probably the most that I That's probably the most that the wrestlers that I watch the most. SummerSlam is in Boston this year. Is that so? Really? That's very interesting, Nick. I will have to look into that. We may have to. The Butcher might have to make an appearance at SummerSlam if that's true. That might have to happen. So once again, they're hyping up Edge is going to be live tonight on Monday Night Raw. Rey Mysterio's music hits now. So Rey Mysterio coming out. So Rey Mysterio coming down the entrance ramp. So we're gonna get to see Rey in action. So let's see who Mysterio's fighting tonight. Let's see who Mysterio is going to be taking on. Nick, I'm probably going to the only thing I may TLC's pretty good too. So I might actually stick with you. I might actually stick right with you with that, man, with the Elimination Chamber, TLC, and Royal Rumble. I would probably stay right with you. What up, Leafs defense? What's up, Triet? What up, Gil? What's going on? What's up, my dude? Yeah, Rey Mysterio in action, Gil. So let's see who he's gonna be taking on. Lex Luger, and I remember Lex Luger. So let's see who Rey Mysterio is taking on, guys. I know, Ryan. That's why I'm doing this. And Rey Mysterio is going to take on MVP, guys. Rey Mysterio is going to take on MVP. MVP's music hits. He also returned last night at the Rumble. Montel Fontavious Porter, MVP, guys. So MVP back on Raw. So MVP back on Raw. All right, so Rey Mysterio versus MVP. Yeah, Stockton. So MVP and Rey Mysterio gonna go at it. They tie each other up. Rey's got a MVP in a headlock. MVP gonna throw Rey off the ropes, and Rey tries the shoulder tackle, no avail. Rey off the ropes again, and this time MVP goes over top of him. Rey back underneath again, and a takedown from Mysterio, and a kick to the head from Rey to MVP, and MVP right back up, and the trash talking starts from MVP to Mysterio. So MVP and Rey tying it up in the middle of the ring. This is nostalgic, guys. This is a match from way back. Both men trying to get the upper hand. Rey got MVP in trying to suplex him, and MVP able to escape. He throws Rey into the corner. Rey back the other direction off the ropes, and Mysterio going to get a boot to the face for his efforts from MVP. MVP going for the cover, and that's an easy 1 count and a kick out from Mysterio. MVP got Rey by the throat now, and he's going to lay an elbow on him, and another one. Keith Lee is awesome, man. He's probably one of my favorite NXT stars right now, Keith Lee. All right, MVP in the center of the ring. Rey Mysterio down after eating a couple of MVP elbows. Rey down in the corner. And MVP going to lay the boots to him. The ref pulls MVP back. And MVP going for the big boot in the corner. Rey trips him up, and MVP off the second. His head goes off the second ropes. Rey with the step up enziguri. And MVP rolling out of the ring to try and escape. Rey on the apron, and he's going to dive, and the Hurricane Rana into the barricade from Mysterio to MVP. And we head to commercial break. So Mysterio with a Hurricane Rana to MVP into the barricade. And that's where we will head it to commercial break. Hey, Landon, what's up, my dude? What up, Landon? Yeah, Nick, the Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, Rhino, Edge, Christian. Dude, I remember all those. I remember all them guys, man. I grew up with all them guys. I grew up watching them. Landon, I'm not a big fan of Roman. Not that I don't like them personally, I just don't like the way they book them because they stuff them down people's throats, I think. So, I'm not a huge fan of Reigns. He did tree it. He did. Me too, Stockton. Me too, man. Me too. I definitely miss the old days as well. But it's good to see that WWE as of lately has put a little bit more edge into their, no pun intended, but has put a little bit more edge into their um, product as of late. So that's kind of encouraging to see. Ace, you are absolutely correct. I wanted to see Baszler win the Rumble. I wanted to see Baszler win absolutely. So you're right there, man. I am 100% on board with that statement. I don't think Charlotte should have won either. I wanted Baszler to win. I am absolutely with you on that one. Baszler should have won that Rumble. Shayna Baszler should have won the Rumble. Yeah, I'm glad Roman didn't win. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of his. I'm glad that they're pushing other people outside of Roman Reigns. Baszler should have won the women's Rumble though. Shayna Baszler should have won. She got cheated out of that booking. So still in commercial break, guys. Ace, it was. It was. I was very happy Roman didn't win, and the other thing that kind of irked me was that they had Roman eliminate Reigns. To the thing that I would have done differently is I would have had Drew eliminate. I would have had Drew eliminate Edge instead of Roman. I would have had Drew eliminate Edge instead of Roman. All right, here we go, guys. Back out of commercial break, and MVP laying it into Ray in the corner. He's got Ray up on his shoulder, is looking for a high impact move here, and Ray reversal with the Hurricane Rana into the second rope. MVP eats a turnbuckle. What's up, Mario? What up? Me too, Mario. Me too. Roman eliminated Edge. I didn't like that, Landon. I didn't like that at all. Me too, Nick. Me too. Rey Mysterio with the upper hand now, guys, against MVP. Laying it into him, and the reversal from MVP Ray off the ropes, and Ray with the Hurricane Rana to MVP again. MVP gonna flip Ray outside the ring. Mysterio climbing the top ropes. Ray in the center of the MVP in the center of the ring, and Ray with the senton lands, and he's gonna go for the moonsault, and it catches MVP. They count the cover 1, 2, and a kick out. Mysterio off the second rope. Crossbody is caught by MVP. Looking for a high impact move here. MVP gonna slam Ray to the mat. MVP doing a little taunting. Off the ropes. And gonna drop the elbow on Mysterio. 1, 2, and Mysterio grabs the second rope. Yes, Ace. He was the champion and was eliminated. He was the champion and it was eliminated. He's 40. Edge is 46 beyond. Edge is 46. All right, so Mysterio kind of in a bad way here, guys. He looks awfully tired. MVP definitely with the upper hand here. Going to take Ray into the center of the ring. Got him up in a powerbomb position. Ray up on MVP's shoulders, and he fights it off, and Ray is going to set MVP up for the 619, and it misses. Barely caught him with it. Actually hit him in the back. And Ray with the splash. Ray hits the splash. 1, 2, and 3. And MVP goes down against Mysterio. Rey Mysterio picks up the W against MVP. Mario, I think I'm gonna leave that up to the Carver family. I think he's gonna do SmackDown, and I'm gonna do Raw when I can. When I have a Monday night that's open, I will definitely do WWE now. Beyond the game. I don't know, Ace. I don't know why Lesnar was in the Rumble. I really truly don't. I don't know. I didn't understand that at all. Hey, thanks to whoever subscribed and pushed me up to 1290. That was greatly appreciated. So I appreciate the new subscriber, whoever that was, that pushed me to 1290. Much appreciated for that. I just noticed that, guys. So thanks a lot for that. Fridays are tough for me, Mario. I'm usually pretty busy on Fridays. That's why I don't do SmackDown, because I'm usually pretty busy. Appreciate that, Ace. Thanks for that, my dude. I appreciate that. Thanks for the subscription, my dude. They do, Beyond, and it's starting to bug me. They have to get away from the part-timers, guys. They have to get away from the part-timers. There's plenty of talent in NXT to pick up the slack. There's plenty of talent in NXT. They need to get away from the part-timers. Like, they need to let Brock Lesnar go. They can draw big crowds without him. They don't need him. I'm sure if Vince could, Beyond, he would. If Vince could bring Andre the Giant back from the dead, I'm sure he would. Keith Gregory, hello. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, man. I mean, Mario, that's the only real reason, is to set up a match with him and whoever eliminated him. That's the only real, like, logical reason. The Miz in a commercial, guys. In a Cricket commercial. So apparently they're pushing Cricket Wireless. Beyond. Yeah, Ace, man. I don't know about you, bro, but did you see how old the Undertaker looks like when he's like in his wrestling gear? Like, dude, like he looks old, man. He aged. It looks like he's aged like 40 years. He looks old, man. He looks old. You can tell the 30 plus years of wrestling has got to him. Hey, thanks for the dono hype, Nick. Much appreciated, dude. Thanks a lot for the 99-cent donation, my man. Much appreciated, my dude. Dono hype in the house tonight. Thanks a lot for that, man. Greatly appreciate the donation. So this is a long stretch of commercial break here, guys. We've had about 3 now. So hopefully, hey, do not scratch the green screen or bite the green screen. Thanks again, though, Nick. Much appreciated, man. The rumors from what I've heard, guys, the rumors are we are going to get Randy Orton versus Edge at WrestleMania. That's one of the hottest rumors going around right now, is that we're going to get Randy Orton versus Edge at WrestleMania. Yeah, Ace, he did look old, man. I'm not going to lie. He looked pretty tired. He looked pretty tired and pretty old, but I looked his age up. Ace, he's 46, man. He's 46, so he's almost 50. Like, that's not exactly young. 46 is not young. Where's my Yeah, Rick, hey, beyond Rick's uh Rick Flair's getting up there, man. He's like in his 70s now. You want to talk about like aging. Rick Flair's in his 70s now. Landon, I don't like the part-timers either, man. I don't like the part-timers either, to be honest. So they just made it official, guys. Lesnar will take on McIntyre at WrestleMania. They just made that announcement. They just made it official. Somebody making an entrance now, guys. It looks like we're going to see, yes, Alistair Black. Alistair Black making his way to the ring. Beyond Ace, I think they're trying to get away from Cena and trying to promote some of these younger talents, to kind of take his place. So they're trying to they're trying to basically move the company forward. Nick, I don't know where Edge is, but it's only 8:40, so we're only 40 minutes into the show. So maybe they'll bring him out at the halfway point or maybe at the end of the show. So Alistair Black up next, guys. His opponent is unknown at the moment, but Alistair Black in the center of the ring. Mario, me too. I think he's got a lot of potential. I agree. I think he's got a lot of potential. And apparently going to be taking on a jobber here. So basically an unknown wrestler, basically out of the NXT roster. So Black starting off with a couple of kicks. Gaming, I would agree. I think he's coming out at the end of the show. Oh, and there it is. Black Mass. Good night. The spinning heel kick, Alistair Black's finisher, Black Mass, and that is it. 1, 2, 3. Black wins easily. Alistair Black with the spinning heel kick, the finisher, and he is done. Black's opponent is out. An easy 3 count. I don't know, Nick. I don't know. This match was like 90 seconds. Kenneth Johnson, Mario. I think they just brought a jobber out, though. Alistair Black's got a mic, guys. Got a live microphone, so let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what Black's got to say. Talking about the Rumble and how he got eliminated. It was a jobber, Mario. It was. Cutting a promo on how Seth Rollins basically caused his elimination. So Alistair Black saying he's not going to let people basically jump him from behind anymore. So he's going to go pick a fight. So let's see who he's going to go. Let's see what Alistair has in store for the rest of the night, because he basically said he's going to go pick a fight with somebody in the back. So I'm sure we're going to see at some point another Alistair Black match before the end of the night. So showing some highlights of last Monday night with Seth Rollins and an interference. And him and Buddy Murphy won the Raw Tag Team titles off of a cheap shot from Rollins when the ref was not looking. So Rollins and Murphy are the Tag Team champs at the moment. Ace. Yeah. I like how you put the cough at the end. And Seth Rollins music gonna come up, gonna hit, and let's see. He's coming out with Buddy Murphy. Speaking of the Raw Tag Team Champions, they make their appearance. So Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins making their way down the entrance ramp. So we're going to have our tag team title match, guys. Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. So they're going to get set up for that match, and we head to yet again another commercial break. Ace, there's like certain wrestlers on the roster, bro, that they just literally need to let go. That they haven't used them in months and months and months, and for some reason they're still there. Like, let an NXT talent take that place. Like, just cut just cut him loose, man. You know what I mean? Like, let him go. There's certain roster spots that they could use for NXT talent that deserve it. Zest, to be the man, you got to beat the man. My favorite Ric Flair line. So we head to commercial break. We're going to get a tag team championship match after this. After we come back from commercial break. So this should be interesting. I wonder if this is going to be a clean ending match or if we're going to see an interference. I would assume so tell me what you guys think, but this is what I think is going to happen. And if I know WWE booking, yeah, no, Ace, I agree with that. Keith, I'm usually a New England sports streamer, so I do the Celtics, the Bruins, the Patriots, and the Red Sox. But on Monday, I think Monday nights now, when I have Monday nights free, when there's no New England sports on Monday night, I will probably start live streaming the Monday Night Raw. I will probably start doing Monday Night Raw. Zest, that's what I was thinking. So here's how I think this match is going to go. Murphy and Rollins are going to be in danger of losing, and AOP is going to interfere and get them disqualified so they keep the titles. That's how I think this is going to end. That's how I think this match is going to end, and I think AOP is going to screw Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe out of the title. Hell yeah, Ace. Every Pats game, man. Every Patriots game. I live streamed all the Pats games. We're gonna do the draft too for the Patriots, Ace. So we're gonna do definitely some build up to the draft the NFL draft for sure. Yeah, man. Every Patriots game I can get my hands on. What up, Coach? What's up, Coach? The Coach Plays. That's another one of the homies, guys. You want to subscribe to an all-around just awesome human being? Go and click the Coach Plays and hit that dude up. Not to mention, my dude is like scratching and clawing his way towards 1K. He's so close he can taste it. Zest, I don't know about Friday nights. Friday nights are really busy for me, so I don't know. Is Brady coming back, Keith? I sure hope so, man. I sure hope so. It's definitely there's a chance that he leaves, man. There is a realistic chance that Brady leaves. It might be small, but there is a realistic chance that he could leave. All right, guys, here we go. Back at it. And back out of commercial break, Seth Rollins cutting a promo here with Buddy Murphy in the ring, talking about how he talking about the eliminations he had at the Rumble. Ace, I've gotten pretty good with the Raw booking. They've very rarely, Ace, has WWE been able to kind of, pull the wool over my eyes with how they book stuff. Yes, thank you for that, Coach. There you go. Thank you for that. He's making moves to set himself up after football. That's a fact. He definitely is. What's up, Crisco? What's going on, my dude? What up? What's up? Hey, what up, Brayton? Seth still cutting his promo about teams that have challenged him. Coach, it ain't easy, man. Calling hockey is tough. Play-by-play for hockey will tire you out in a hurry. That's a fact. So Rollins cutting his usual cocky promo, taunting and teasing Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. And I don't know if you'd want to taunt and tease. I don't know if you want to taunt and tease Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. I don't think that's too smart. Mario, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, hey, Coach, it ain't easy, man. I don't think so, Crisco. I don't think it's going to make it. So now Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe cutting their own promo at the top of the entrance ramp, talking right back to Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens just told Seth Rollins he means it from the bottom of his heart, but he sucks now. Excellent. Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe are very good on the microphones, guys. No, well, Mario, Seth can play a bad guy really good. Seth can definitely play a bad guy really good. Me too, Mario. But he can play both. He can play both really well. This is a long promo, guys. So Owens and Samoa Joe going back and forth with Rollins and Murphy in the ring. So exchanging promos back and forth. This is lasting way too long. They need to get to a match here. So now the screen showing AOP and the Viking Raiders just jump them and take care of AOP. So now Seth and Murphy have no backup. So here we go, our tag team match about to get underway. And we're going to head right to commercial break, so that's nice. So once again, another commercial break. This is great. WWE's turning into the NFL with all these commercial breaks. The WWE apparently turning into the NFL with all these commercial breaks. Yes, Aaron, it was awesome. I watched the Rumble last night. It was spectacular. Crisco, I do not do NFL mock drafts, but I can tell you one thing. Joe Burrow's going number 1 overall. I do know that. And I feel bad for him because he's going to the crappy Cincinnati Bengals. I personally hope the Chargers trade up to get him. I would rather see him in San Diego over Cincinnati because Cincinnati is a trash organization. They're going to ruin Joe Burrow and ruin his talent. So I personally hope some team makes a move to go get him because Joe Burrow deserves better. Yes, MVP did lose to Ray. Crisco, I know, and I feel bad for him too because Burrow deserves better. Burrow deserves to be on a team that's not gonna waste his career like the Bengals will. Yeah. I want some team to go get Joe Burrow that could actually maximize his talents. I just like Cincinnati. Cincinnati is like where quarterbacks go to just go to die. But we're in commercial break, guys. Yeah, they did. Well, only for a limited amount of time, Keith. Only for a limited amount of time, man, until it wore off. So big rumors going on around WWE, guys, are that we are going to get Randy Orton versus Edge at WrestleMania. Those are the rumors circulating right now, since Edge and Randy tried to eliminate each other at the Rumble. The rumors going around right now that are picking up steam are that we are going to get a Edge versus Randy Orton match at Mania. So that should be interesting. That should be a good match. I hope so, Crisco, for Joe Burrow's sake. They moved it, Aaron. They moved it. Crisco, I am going to do a Super Bowl pregame, probably for like maybe an hour and a half before the Super Bowl. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl with some family and friends. So once again, cutting an Edge promo, guys. So I assume Edge is going to come out at the end of the night and Edge at the end of the night and basically say that he's back for probably a 10-minute promo or a 5-minute promo at the end of the night. That would be a pretty good match, though. Edge versus Randy Orton. I think that would be pretty entertaining. I think that would be pretty entertaining to see that. And we're back, guys. They are making the introductions now. They introduced the tag team champions first. So Rollins and Buddy Murphy introduced first. Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, the challengers. And this match is going to start with Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins. I am going to stream as many Red Sox games as I can, Nick. I'm going to stream as many Red Sox games as I can. So Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins tying it up in the ring, and Joe looking in a bad way here as Rollins twisting the arm of Samoa Joe. Joe trying to escape, and he does, and that's a right hand to the face of Rollins, and that'll send Rollins to the outside. So Seth rolls under the bottom rope, and he will take a breather for a second. Yeah, but AJ Green is injury prone. I wouldn't trust AJ Green. So back into the ring now, and Seth Rollins going to make a tag to Buddy Murphy. Murphy set to face off against Samoa Joe now. Murphy and Samoa Joe squaring up. Murphy has the advantage now as he ties up Joe, looking to suplex him. Joe way too strong, though. Easy reversal for Samoa Joe, and a headbutt puts Murphy on the mat. That is a Ric Flair chop to the chest from Samoa Joe to Murphy, and that will once again drop Buddy Murphy to the mat. So Samoa Joe definitely in control, and 3, 4, 5 right hands now, and a combo from Joe in the corner. Murphy getting beat up pretty bad now. Seth Rollins trying to run interference, and he's cut off by the referee. Joe grabs Murphy, puts him back in the center of the ring, and that's a European uppercut to Buddy Murphy, and another one. I am going to do that, Mario. I will definitely be streaming Red Sox and Yankees. You can count on that one. And Samoa Joe making the tag. Kevin Owens coming in on fire as he is beating up Buddy Murphy in the corner, and a DX-style crotch chop to Rollins from Kevin Owens there. So ode to DX. Owens drops Murphy, and off the top rope, that's an elbow to Buddy Murphy. The cover, and that's a 2 count. Kick out at 2.5. Once again, Owens taking Murphy over to their corner. He's going to tag Samoa Joe. The double team coming up. Joe grabs Murphy now by the head. Snap near takeover. And a slap to the back and a kick. And Joe going to drop an elbow of his own onto Murphy on the mat. Samoa Joe goes for the cover, a 2 count. And a easy kick out from Murphy. What up, Salsa? What up, Salsa? What's up? The double team in the corner from Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. Buddy Murphy in a bad way, guys, as a big clothesline from Owens takes down Buddy Murphy. Owens stomping away now at Murphy. Going to take him and throw him into the corner. Wow. Murphy hits the corner hard, comes back to Owens and falls to the ground. And the cover, a kick out from Buddy Murphy again. Owens dragging Murphy over to the corner. Samoa Joe with the tag and double team move coming. Owens has him in a headlock, and then a headbutt from Samoa Joe. Joe, the legal man in the match now. He's got Buddy Murphy, and he's going to drag him right back to the opposite end of the ring. Russian leg sweep from Samoa Joe. And once again, this match is definitely being controlled by Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens at the moment. Buddy Murphy in a bad way. The double team coming again, and Joe tags Kevin Owens in. Owens and Samoa Joe working cohesively so far. Backbreaker from Kevin Owens drops Murphy to the mat. A cover, a 2-count kick out. Buddy Murphy absolutely needs to make a tag to Rollins here. He is out of gas. Murphy out of energy. And Samoa Joe going to flip him up. Murphy lands on his feet, and Joe with a headbutt keeps Buddy Murphy out of the corner. Seth Rollins tags Murphy's back, though, as he comes off the ropes. So Seth Rollins is the legal man. And a right hand to Murphy. Murphy kicks Samoa Joe in the gut. Double team coming from Rollins and Murphy now. And the double back elbow puts Samoa Joe on the mat. Rollins taking over now, seeing he is the legal man. And a couple of Rollins taking the boots to Samoa Joe in the corner. And the ref going to pull Seth Rollins off of Samoa Joe and push him back. Joe in a heap in the corner. Rollins putting the boots to him. And Rollins going to tag Murphy back in. The double team coming now. They're going to send Samoa Joe into the corner. Murphy going to throw Rollins against Samoa Joe. And Joe flips Rollins up and out of the ring. Rollins lands hard. Murphy trying to go for the crossbody, and it misses. Samoa Joe sidesteps the crossbody, and looks like he's looking to finish off Murphy here. And he clotheslines Murphy out of the ring. Buddy Murphy outside. Kevin Owens with the cannonball. Samoa Joe with the suicide dive. And Murphy hits the guardrail. Both Samoa Joe and Murphy both landed very hard there. I think Samoa Joe did not mean to land that hard. It looks like Joe landed straight on his head. But all four men down outside the ring. And we head to, yet again, another commercial break. Hold up, guys. Be right back. I'm going to grab a water bottle. All right. We back. I'm back, I should say. I think at some point they will too, Mario. I think that's kind of what they're building for. Crisco, I live an hour south of Boston. I live an hour south of the city. I live right in between Boston and Cape Cod. I'm about an hour south of Boston. Welcome back, Elias. So, commercial break again, guys. Commercial break. I'm actually going to grab something. I might want to lift this microphone up a little bit. Just a little bit. So give me 1 sec, guys. While we're in commercial break, I'm going to make a quick little microphone adjustment. I'll be right back. That's better. That's better. But what do you guys think of Raw so far, guys? What are you guys thinking of Raw so far? I think it's been all right. There's been some times where it's been kind of slow moving. But that's been WWE's kind of worst enemy lately. They some of their shows tend to drag a little bit. And to me personally, I think they're using this whole Edge thing to their advantage just to keep people interested in the show right now. I mean, that's just me because they keep running the Edge advertisement, and I realistically think he's just going to come out at the end. He'll come out at the end for maybe a 5 or 10 minute promo, and maybe do something along the lines of something with Randy Orton because they tried to eliminate each other in the Rumble. So maybe you see Randy Orton come out too while Edge is cutting his promo or something along those lines. That's what I think. That's what I think's going to happen. So we're back out of commercial break, guys. We are back out of commercial break. I know, Nick. I know, but I think they're using it I think they're using it to their advantage. You know what I mean, man? I think that's how they're keeping everybody invested in tonight. Is they're just you know what I mean? Like they keep running that Edge promo, and I just think they're doing it on purpose to keep people interested. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think they're just doing it on purpose to keep people interested. The tag match is still going on. We're out of commercial break now, guys. Murphy is got the upper hand against Owens. Owens fighting out of it. And Owens kicks Murphy in the stomach and DDTs Buddy Murphy. So now both men down. Owens and Murphy down in the middle of the ring. So both men down. That was a nice DDT and a good sell from Buddy Murphy there. Good sell job from Murphy there. Rollins gets the tag in and he misses. He goes for the dive. Kevin Owens climbing the top rope. Could we see the Kevin Owens frog splash? Kevin Owens lining up for the frog splash and hits it. Owens hits the frog splash cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. A kick out at 2.5 from Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens hits the frog splash, but Rollins kicks out at 2.5. And Rollins going to tag Murphy back in. Murphy got fresh legs. Owens slaps Murphy. And a Ric Flair chop and then an elbow and back to the chop and another elbow. So back and forth. Murphy with the drop kick on Owens and Buddy Murphy with the upper hand at the moment. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, and kick out 2.5. Kick out at 2.5 from Kevin Owens. Rollins up on the apron. Looks like he's trying to run interference for Murphy. Murphy going to drag Owens over to Rollins in the corner, and Murphy tags Seth Rollins back in. Rollins, the legal man now. Murphy steps behind the ropes, and Owens going to hit Murphy and Rollins. And Rollins gets the upper hand again. Owens in the corner. Seth going to grab him. He looks like he's trying to set him up for a powerbomb here. And Owens with the reversal. Seth does land on his feet, though. Owens pop-up powerbomb to Seth. 1, 2, and a kick out, 2.5. Rollins kicks out of the pop-up powerbomb. Rollins kicks out of the pop-up powerbomb. Seth looking for a tag here, and he makes it to Murphy. Murphy back in here against Owens. Owens needs to tag Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe nowhere to be seen. The last we saw Samoa Joe was when he went for that suicide dive and hit his head. I personally think Samoa Joe got hurt for real because we haven't seen him this whole match. So I think Samoa Joe got hurt for real. Murphy got Owens up on the top rope, looking like he's trying to do a superplex from the top rope. Kevin trying to fight it. Owens able to get a couple of good shots in on Murphy, and now a headbutt, and another headbutt, and a third one. And Owens going to try and suplex Murphy here, and he does. Murphy off the top rope, and he hits the mat hard. I think he did, Mario. Owens, the high angle senton, the senton bomb, and the cover 1, 2, and Seth breaks it up. Rollins breaks up the cover. I think so, Mario, because while we haven't seen him the whole match, I think he might have got a concussion because he looked like he legitimately hit his head and was out. And Kevin Owens with a cannonball over the top rope and takes out Rollins. Owens rolls back under the bottom rope. Kevin Owens. And that's a kick from Buddy Murphy that lands square in the face of Kevin Owens. And Rollins looking for the stomp, and Owens avoids. Owens avoids the elbow to the face. Kevin with the kick. And Owens stuns Rollins. And Murphy going to roll Kevin Owens up 1, 2, and 3. And that is it. Murphy and Rollins retain. So Owens and Murphy retain. Excuse me. Murphy and Rollins retain. Sorry, guys. Murphy and Rollins retain. My mistake. I don't know what happened to Samoa Joe. He tried a suicide dive, and it looked like he knocked himself out. Legitimately knocked himself out with a concussion. So, he landed really hard. Samoa Joe landed really awkwardly on an attempted suicide dive through the second rope. And we basically went to commercial break and did not see him the whole match. So that's unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate. That's unfortunate to see. So showing some highlights of Edge's career, guys, when he entered the Rumble at number 29 in 2010 and went on to win and go to WrestleMania. And watching that Rumble last night, guys, was something. That was something else. The arena, when Edge's music hit, went nuts. Yes, Mario, it did. Andrade coming out. So Andrade's music cues up. So Andrade, during the Rumble, guys, on the kickoff show, was able to retain his U.S. title. So showing some previous highlights on Andrade. So I don't know. Let's see what Andrade's got to say, or if we're gonna get a match here, guys. It looks like Andrade's ready to fight. So apparently, we're gonna get a match here with Andrade in it. So what do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see Edge before the last 10 minutes of the show, or do you think he'll end? I think he's going to end Raw. That's how I think it's going to end. I think they're going to bring Edge out to end the show. That's just me, though. So Andrade's setting up for a match. When we come out of commercial break, we're going to get the United States title match. So Andrade going to put his title on the line. Should be a good match. Andrade has a lot of potential. Andrade definitely has a lot of potential. He's got pretty good charisma. Mic skills aren't the greatest, but we should get a pretty good match. Just a matter of how long they're gonna take it. But we shall see, guys. We shall see. We're going to get a United States title match coming up after the commercial break. Well, once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. I hope all of you guys are enjoying your Monday night. Hope everybody is enjoying their Monday night. I know Mondays kind of suck. The Raw after the Rumble and the Raw after WrestleMania are usually two of the best Monday Night Raws you can probably get your hands on all year. They really are milking this Edge promotion, though. I think we're seriously just going to get to see him at the end of Raw tonight. Probably cut something like a 10-minute promo and basically just say that he's back and probably continue the storyline. With him and Randy Orton, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get, according to all the rumors, we are lining up to get a Edge and Randy Orton match at WrestleMania. Mario, the match did end. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy retained their titles. Something happened to Samoa Joe mid-match, because after we got out of the commercial break, we didn't see him for the rest of the match. So I assume when he landed awkwardly on that suicide dive, it looked like he knocked himself out. It looked like he was out cold. So I would assume concussion, because we didn't see him for the rest of the match. So I assume Samoa Joe, with that awkward landing from the dive through the second rope, more than likely has a concussion. At least that would be, if I was a betting man, that's what I would be betting on, that he has a concussion. Right now, they're just showing some highlights of the Royal Rumble, guys, which I thought was pretty good. I thought the Rumble was good. There was only one really bad match in the Rumble, and it was the Bayley match. That SmackDown Women's title match was not a good match. Lacey Evans deserved better than that. I didn't like the booking of that match at all. I mean, I know they're trying to build up Lacey Evans and probably going to have her win it at probably going to have her beat Bayley at WrestleMania. But I just didn't like the booking. I didn't like how they ended that match. or just the match overall. It was just slow and methodical and just not a lot of action involved. And you could tell too, the crowd really was not into the SmackDown women's match at all. Bayley doesn't really have her mic skills are not that good, and like her like charisma. I'm just not a Bayley fan. She just doesn't have enough attitude for me. She's not very, as a heel, she's not very believable either. If you're gonna play a heel, you have to at least make it. You know, you gotta make yourself believable, and she just isn't. She's not very believable as a heel. So, but we're back, guys. We're out of commercial break. Let's see what the deal is here and what's going on with Andrade. So no in-ring stuff yet. Becky Lynch talking to a WWE backstage person, talking about the Rumble and retaining her title. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy retained their titles. Mario, they retained their titles, so they won. Mario. She doesn't have enough attitude for me, man. Bayley doesn't have enough attitude for me. Like, at least when Becky Lynch needs to have like some spark and some fire, like she can do that. Like Bayley, I don't know. I just haven't been a Bayley believer in a while. I haven't really been a Bayley believer in a while. Yes, yeah, we're going to get a United States Championship match next, Mario. So it'll be interesting to see which title Charlotte challenges for, whether it's Becky Lynch's or Bayley's, because Charlotte did win the Rumble. We Mario, we haven't got to see his opponent yet, so I don't know. So the United States, here we go. So it looks like he's just going to be facing a jobber. Humberto Carrillo. I've never heard of him. So let's see. But Andrade set for action, guys. We're going to get us a United States Championship match. So let's make sure this is this is a title match. Let's see. It is. So this is a United States Championship match, guys. This is a U.S. title match between Humberto Carrillo and Andrade. So Carrillo being introduced first. Andrade being introduced second. So this should be a good one. We should probably see a lot of high-flying Lucha Libre moves in this match. So this should be exciting. This should be an exciting matchup, guys. So here we go. U.S. title match kicking off. Andrade and Humberto Carrillo. And Carrillo goes right at Andrade. Drop kick into the corner. What up, Blake? Blake, I've been a wrestling fan for a while. I just haven't watched it in a bit. But I've been a wrestling fan for a while, man. I used to watch it all the time when I was growing up, Blake. I've recently just got back into it, though. I just haven't streamed it. So both men outside the ring now. Carrillo with the upper hand as he slams Andrade into the barrier. Andrade trying to escape and get clear of Carrillo, and he plays possum there and throws Carrillo into the ring post. So Andrade changing the momentum with one move there as Carrillo is stunned after hitting the ring post. Andrade going to throw him back in the ring, and he will also slide under the bottom rope. And that's a big drop kick in the corner from Andrade. Nice, Blake. Nice, man. So Andrade and Carrillo going at it. Both men down on the mat. Andrade, the first one to his feet, a boot to the face, and now a right and another boot. And Andrade laying into Carrillo in the corner. Andrade clearly with the upper hand in this matchup so far. Carrillo in a bad way here in the corner. Andrade laying the boots and the fist into his opponent. Now choking him over the second rope. Knee over the back of the neck. And the ref going to call for the break. So Carrillo gets a breather only for a second, though. Andrade stomping a mud hole in Carrillo right now. And Carrillo is a heap in the corner. This match clearly controlled by Andrade. Keith Lee and for the females, I'm going to go with Keith Lee as a male, and females, I will probably have to go with Lacey Evans, even though she has a cheesy finisher. Humberto Carrillo winding up. Looks like he's going to go for a dive, and he somersaults over the top rope and hits Andrade square in the chest. High impact move from Humberto Carrillo, and that'll bring us to commercial break. That will bring us to commercial break. So, headed into commercial break, guys, in the middle of a United States title match. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. Hope everybody's enjoying their Monday night. Keith Lee is NXT, Blake. He is. He is. He is NXT. Keith Lee is NXT. Yeah, there's a lot of WWE product out, Blake. They're definitely putting lots of wrestling content out. They definitely are. It's tough just to watch Monday and Friday. Never mind Wednesday night too. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate that. Blake, I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough call. I don't like some wrestlers because Vince shoves them down people's throats. So I wouldn't say I don't like them. I don't like the way they get booked. I think that's how I'll answer that question. I don't like the way Vince books some wrestlers, and I think he's kind of doing them a disservice. See, I have to watch AEW too. I'll have to do that, guys. I'll have to watch an AEW, and if it's like if it's as good as people say it is, maybe we'll stream that too. Because I've heard really good stuff. I've heard really good stuff about AEW. So from multiple people too, multiple people who watch wrestling like on the regular, and they say that AEW is really good. So I'll have to check that out. I'll definitely have to check that out for sure. I don't like Brock Lesnar, Blake. I don't like him either. He's the part-timer part of WWE has to go away. That's got to go away. They got to do away with these part-timers and give some of these talent from NXT a chance. So here we go, back out of commercial break. Andrade standing tall with the advantage. Humberto Carrillo. Andrade looks like he's trying to set up a submission here. Variation of a Texas cloverleaf. And he's going to try, yeah, there is a variation of a Texas cloverleaf. Submission from Andrade. And he's got Humberto Carrillo in a bad way here, guys. He's got him in a bad way. The submission being locked in from Andrade. Carrillo trying to fight out of it, and he does. Andrade has him up in a powerbomb position, and he does. Slams him to the mat. Powerbomb from Andrade. Carrillo in a bad way, guys. Humberto Carrillo in a bad way. Andrade going for the double knees, and he misses his chest into the he misses, and he will collide with the middle turnbuckle, the chest right into the turnbuckle there for Andrade. So now Carrillo trying to fight his way to his feet. Andrade is stunned, staggering over to Carrillo, and he manages to get a hold of him, lines him up for a suplex, and Carrillo lands on his feet off the ropes, and a power bomb from Andrade catches Carrillo in midair, and a Hurricane Rana from Carrillo. So back and forth we go. Both men looking to get the upper hand, guys. Both men looking to get the upper hand here. Crossbody from Humberto Carrillo. Andrade ducks under two kicks, and the clothesline ducked under by Carrillo, and Carrillo connects with a kick. Andrade down on the mat. All right, Blake, take it easy, my dude. The cover from Carrillo after a moonsault. That's a kick out at 2. Andrade is stunned. Both men down on the mat. Momentum shifting in Humberto Carrillo's way. Carrillo got Andrade locked up, and he's able to escape. Andrade looking to suplex Carrillo, and he lands on his feet again. Off the ropes goes Carrillo, and Andrade kicks the rope, and Carrillo lands hard. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out, 2.5. Kick out at 2.5 from Carrillo. So both men definitely got to be spent here, guys. The energy levels for both men have got to be getting low. They definitely have got to be getting low. Andrade looking to finish this match off. He's calling for the hammerlock DDT, his finisher. And Carrillo ducks under the kick, and he doesn't miss the second one. Carrillo trying to set Andrade up, and the knee to the face. A knee to the face from Humberto Carrillo, and he will go to the top rope. Carrillo lining up for a high impact. The moonsault connects. The cover, and Zelina Vega going to cost... Zelina Vega costs Andrade the match. And Zelina Vega costs Humberto Carrillo the match via disqualification, and Andrade retains his title. And Vega in the ring screaming at Humberto Carrillo. To no avail, though. Carrillo continuing the assault on Andrade, and he's going to peel the mat up. Here we go. Exposed concrete being, or Carrillo exposing the concrete. He peels the protective mat up, and it looks like Andrade is going to get a taste of his own medicine. It looks like Andrade is going to get a taste of his own medicine. Carrillo lining Andrade up for a DDT here. Andrade can't even stand. He is spent. And he's lining Andrade up for the hammerlock DDT. And it connects Humberto Carrillo with Andrade's own finisher on the concrete. And Carrillo takes out Andrade with his own finisher. So what a move from Carrillo, giving Andrade a taste of his own medicine. Telling him an eye for an eye. And Andrade is out cold. He is out. So the hammerlock DDT set up perfectly from Humberto Carrillo. So he did not take too kindly to being interfered with. Carrillo did not take too kindly to Zelina Vega's interference. And it looks like we are going to head to a commercial break as they try and peel Andrade off the mat. So it looks like they're going to try and peel Andrade off that floor after being DDT'd onto the concrete. Showing some highlights of Charlotte Flair. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Hope everybody's night is going well. We are in a commercial break at the moment. Guys. Awaiting the next match to start in this Monday Night Raw after the Royal Rumble. Keep seeing the Edge advertisements, so I assume we're gonna see Edge close out Monday Night Raw. At least that would be my guess, that Edge is gonna probably close out Monday Night Raw for us. But once again, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thanks for joining the stream. What up, Crisco? I did not watch the Pro Bowl, Crisco. I did not. I did not watch the Pro Bowl. I don't think I've watched the Pro Bowl in a while, to be honest. I don't think I've watched the Pro Bowl in probably 5 years. Yeah, I don't think I've watched the Pro Bowl in probably 5 years. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. But once again, guys, we are in commercial break at the moment. Commercial break at the moment. Showing some previews for the new Harley Quinn movie called Birds of Prey. So Harley Quinn getting her own movie apparently. Monday Night Raw has been pretty good so far, guys. Like I told you, but like I said before, this is one of the Monday nights that usually this one and the Monday night after WrestleMania are usually two of the best to kind of watch due to like all the surprises that could happen. Me too, Crisco. Me too, brother. I am definitely looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that as well, my dude. Nothing wrong with doing a little barbecuing and some football. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's been pretty good, Carver. It's been pretty good, man. Um, a little bit dragged out in the middle. The second hour has not been as good as the first hour was. The first hour went pretty quick. They had a lot of matches, but this from 9 to 10, from 9 to 10 is it's kind of dragged out. But from 8 to 9 was really good. The 8 to 9 hour, the first hour was very good. Showing some highlights of Edge's 2011 retirement. Showing some Crisco, I'm from an hour south of Boston. I live an hour south of the city. Hello, Chester. Showing some highlights of Edge's 2011 retirement speech. And now Edge is back. So we're going to see what Edge has to say tonight. You been to Boston once, man? That's cool. I'm there every day, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, man. I work in the city, so here we go, guys, and we are back at it. Charlotte Flair's music hits, and she comes out. Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Royal Rumble last night. So let's see what she has to say. I'm sure she's going to lay down her challenge tonight as well. I'm sure she's going to pick who she challenges to. Spent the whole day in the Burlington Mall. Nice. We actually did work on that mall, Crisco. We did the masonry on the outside of that mall, man. We did the masonry work on that mall, so I know that Burlington Mall very well. Rode the subway there. Yeah, I know exactly where you're at, Crisco. I know that area well. So Charlotte Flair in the center of the ring. Looks like she's going to get a microphone It is totally different than Louisiana, Crisco. It's the concrete jungle, man. So Flair with a microphone. She's going to cut her promo now, I take it. I do, Crisco. So now we're going to get to see a video package of the highlights of the Women's Royal Rumble. Showing Alexa Bliss's nice effort there. And Charlotte Flair eliminating the heavy favorite, Bianca Belair, from last night. Along with, I believe, 5 other women. It came down to Baszler and Flair, and Charlotte Flair getting the win, eliminating Shayna Baszler, which I think was a huge mistake. They should have given that win to Shayna Baszler. They should have given that win to Shayna Baszler. That was my biggest gripe with last night. They should have given that win to Shayna Baszler. But still, the women's Rumble match overall was a good match. It was pretty good. That was their biggest mistake, though. In my opinion, that was the WWE's biggest mistake. They should have given that win to Shayna Baszler. It's going pretty good, Chester. The first hour was much better than the second hour, though. The 8 to 9 hour was very good. Full of had 2 good matches in it. There's been a lot of commercial breaks so far in the 9 to 10 hour, though. This second hour has just kind of dragged on. So not really a fan of the second hour so far of the show tonight. First hour, definitely very good. Second hour, I would give it a C-. Asuka and Kairi Sane coming out to interrupt Charlotte Flair. So in the middle of a promo, Asuka cutting a promo on Charlotte, and she does not seem very happy. So let's see where this leads. We may end up with a women's tag match here, since Kairi Sane and Asuka are out at the same time. Asuka cutting a promo at the moment. Sane hasn't said too much. Asuka's mic skills are not very good. And, well, that escalated quickly, guys, as Asuka and Kairi Sane double-team Charlotte Flair, suplex, and Charlotte going to retreat out of the ring. And once again, we go to commercial break. So the second hour has sucked in this show. The second hour has not been good. We've gotten a million different commercial breaks. The show is dragging. Oh, that's pretty cool, Crisco. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool, dude. Yeah, this second hour, guys, the second hour of this show is dragging on. First hour of the show, B+. Second hour of the show, D. if we're giving it grades. First hour of the show, very good. Second hour, not good at all. Slow moving, and the promos have not been good. So, once again, in another commercial break, no action from the WWE. I think we've had to sit through more commercial breaks than anything. Faneuil Holland ate some chowder. Nice. Nice. There's a few restaurants down there on the water, Crisco, that make excellent chowder. That make excellent, excellent clam chowder. Crisco, I have not, but it is on my bucket list. New Orleans during Mardi Gras is a bucket list item for me, man. That is definitely a bucket list item for me. So once again, guys, in another commercial break, the second hour of this show has just absolutely dragged. They got to do something. They can't just put, 17 commercials in 1 hour. This is why the second hour of the show is why the viewership is down. This is why the viewership of Monday Night Raw is down, because this hour from this 9 to 10 hour slot has been terrible. This has been awful. There's been no action at all. There's been three promos, and they've all been interrupted and haven't been able to set anything up. Like, there's no direction. Like, the booking in WWE sometimes has just got me shaking my head sometimes. The booking from WWE has just got me shaking my head sometimes, because there's no direction in the second hour at all. There's been no direction in hour 2 at all. And it doesn't help anything either. Like, you're not forwarding any storylines, they're not accomplishing anything. That's pretty cool. You went to Cheers. Nice. All right, so coming out of commercial break, and we're going to get ourselves a match. Asuka and Charlotte Flair, and right now they're basically just tied up and throwing each other back and forth in the ring. Flair able to get the upper hand as she pushes Asuka into the corner. Referee calling for the break, and right back at it, they are tied up again. Now back out to the center of the ring. Asuka looks like she's got the upper hand, got Flair in a headlock, and Flair going to throw Asuka off the ring. The shoulder block has no effect on Charlotte Flair. Back and forth they go, trading blows, and that is a signature Ric Flair chop from Charlotte. 2 in a row, 3 now. And she misses the fourth. Asuka off the ropes, and Charlotte catches her with a clothesline. Charlotte catches her with a clothesline. Flair with the upper hand now. Asuka thrown off the ropes from Flair, and that is a hip toss. Flair off the ropes, and a drop kick to Asuka's, looks like right to the chest there. That's going to put Asuka on the mat. Asuka not in a good spot here. Charlotte dominating the match early. The reversal from Asuka going to send Charlotte into the corner, and she flips up and over. She's going to put a shoulder into Asuka's midsection, and Flair comes back into the ring. And she's got an armbar locked on Asuka now. Asuka down on the mat, and Flair on her knees as well. The armbar locked in from Charlotte. Asuka trying to escape this armbar. She does. Rolls out of it, and she will sweep the leg of Charlotte Flair, and that'll put Flair on the mat. Asuka with the Shining Wizard, and it connects. Asuka for the cover, and that is a quick 1 count and a kick out. So Flair, plenty of energy left. Both women up now. Asuka up first. Flair falling back to her knees, though. So Asuka clearly getting the upper hand. And Asuka gonna work on the lower back of Charlotte with 2 straight kicks. And Asuka off the ropes, and Flair gonna duck out of the way of that hip check from Asuka. Flair into the corner. Asuka gonna try the hip check again, and she's caught. Backbreaker from Flair. And Charlotte gonna hit Asuka with a clothesline, and that'll put Asuka on the mat. That'll put Asuka on the mat. Flair working on Asuka in the corner now. And she looks like she's trying to go for the knee, and Asuka evades. Flair in the corner now. And Asuka with the upper hand. Asuka with a headlock. Looks like she's going to go for a bulldog, and Flair tosses her off at the last second. Both women down on the mat now. Flair back up. Asuka clearly in a bad way here. Flair looking like she's trying to set the figure 8 up. Working on the knee now of Asuka. Definitely working on the knee, draping the leg through the mat. Through the ropes and stretching that knee out. Flair working on that knee, looking to set up the figure 8 to finish off Asuka. She's got the boot, looking to set it up, and Asuka fights it off, kicks Flair into the corner. Charlotte hits the turnbuckle. Asuka grabs her, and that's a German suplex from Asuka on Charlotte, and Charlotte is down. Asuka trying to limp her way to the top rope. She's at the turnbuckle and starts to climb, and she is not a happy camper. Asuka is definitely fired up on the top rope, and that's a drop kick to Flair. Asuka with the upper hand now. She goes for the cover. 1 and a quick kick out from Charlotte. Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count so far. Beautiful drop kick from Asuka off the top rope to swing the momentum in her favor. Asuka grabbing Flair, looking like she's trying to go for another German suplex here. Instead, grabs the leg. This is looking like a Black Widow submission, one of AJ's signature moves, and she's got it. Asuka's got it locked in. She's got that abdominal stretch locked into Flair. It is. This is basically AJ Lee's finisher, the Black Widow, that abdominal stretch, and Asuka's got it locked in. Flair looking to fight out of it, and she does. Puts Asuka up on her shoulders, and Asuka fights out. She falls to the mat, and that's a drop kick. Flair hits Asuka straight in the face with both boots on a drop kick, and Flair back with the upper hand. Asuka up now, and that's a chop and another one. Asuka taking chops from Charlotte. Ode to her dad, the Ric Flair signature chops in the corner. Asuka in a bad way. Charlotte picks her up, puts her on the top turnbuckle. We're going to look. Charlotte's looking for a high impact move here. Looks like she's trying to set some sort of a suplex up. Possibly a Spanish fly. It looks like she's trying to set the Spanish fly up. Kairi Sane up on the top ropes, and she's going to run interference, and Asuka pushes Charlotte off the top rope, and Charlotte crashes to the mat below. And that's going to give Asuka a chance at a little bit of a breather here as we head to yet again another commercial break. So once again, another commercial break. Charlotte Flair out on the outside of the ring after being pushed off the top rope by Asuka, thanks to the interference from Kairi Sane. So Sane using the interference role there to help her partner out. Let's see if that'll give Asuka the win over Charlotte. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hope y'all are having a good night. This, I tell you one thing, guys. This second hour of this show has absolutely been dragging. WWE has got to do something about the second hour of this show, because it's been rough. The second hour of this show has absolutely been rough. There's been little to no action at all. This is the first match This is the first match of the first match in like 50 minutes. 50 minutes of the show. Like the second hour has just been dragging on. Second hour of the show has just been dragging on, guys. But once again, thanks for the 5 people watching along with me, guys. Much appreciated. This is the Monday night after the Royal Rumble. So they say we're going to get to see Edge at the end of the night. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. Whether or not he's back full-time or not, I do believe they're going to try and set something up between him and Randy Orton. If the rumors are true, then him and Randy Orton will be having a match at WrestleMania. So I assume that we're going to get something along the lines of him trying to further that storyline tonight. Or we're probably going to see Randy at some point during Edge's speech. Because they did try and eliminate one another during the Rumble. So, and according to the rumors that I've heard and I've been reading about, one of the supposed matches of WrestleMania this year is going to be Edge and Randy Orton. So I would assume that tonight they're probably going to try and further that storyline. So we are back at it, guys. We are back at it. And Flair has Asuka up in a, looks like she's trying to do a belly to back submission and she hits it. So Flair hits the submission, Asuka in a heap in the corner. Charlotte Flair fired up and she goes right for Asuka. Asuka evades and the mule kick on Charlotte, and that's a bulldog from Asuka. Beautifully executed bulldog from the corner. Asuka going for the pin, and that's a 2 count and a kick out. So both women putting on a nice show, so a nice match and a good show so far. Asuka and Charlotte Flair both showing stamina as this match has lasted this is gone on for a while now, guys. So both women showing very good stamina. Asuka misses the drop kick. This is going to be an opening for Charlotte here, and Charlotte hits a drop kick of her own. Kairi Sane trying to scream some encouragement at Asuka. Asuka hangs Charlotte up on the top rope. And this is going to give Asuka the upper hand. Charlotte rebounds nice. Boot to the face and a cover. 1, 2, and 2.5, and a kick out from Asuka. This has been a good match, guys. So Asuka and Charlotte showing that they have the stamina to put on a very good match for a long time. This match has lasted probably 20 minutes. Charlotte heading to the top rope, looking to finish this thing off. More than likely looking for the moonsault on the top rope. Flair lining it up, and she will go for the moonsault. Asuka evades it, and she sets Charlotte up with a submission. Looks like she's got some sort of an armbar variation locked in. Charlotte is all bent out of shape, and she's trying to reverse this, and she does. Finally, Charlotte gets out of the armbar. And Asuka right back to it, though. Asuka still got the arm locked up. Charlotte doing everything she can to fight out of this thing. She's still got the armbar locked in. Flair going for the pin, and Asuka trying to set the armbar up. She still has it. Can't exactly get it fully locked in yet, though. Charlotte trying to pick Asuka up for a powerbomb here, and she does. She's got her up in powerbomb position. Is she going to be able to execute it? She does. Sit out powerbomb from Charlotte Flair. 1, 2, and a kick out from Asuka. What a good match this is, guys. Asuka and Charlotte putting on a show so far. The crowd definitely into it as well. Charlotte going for natural selection, and she misses. Asuka looking to lock the armbar in. Both women off the ropes, and a code breaker from Asuka. The cover 1, 2, and 2.5, and a kick out. And Charlotte Flair wondering what it's going to take to put Asuka away. Asuka the same, kind of having the same thoughts as well as she looks over at Flair. Asuka looking to set the Asuka lock up, which is basically a single arm chicken wing. And Charlotte going for the pin. 1, 2, and Asuka kicks out. The big boot evaded, and that's a spear. Charlotte hits the spear. 1, 2, and 2.5, and a kick out again. And a kick out again. This match going for a while. Both women putting on a show. The spear from Charlotte Flair, perfectly executed spear there. Charlotte's got the leg of Asuka though. She's trying to set the figure 8 up, and Asuka trying to fight out of this as much as she can. Asuka is unable to fight out. Well, actually, Charlotte's got it half locked in. Asuka's crawling her way back to the back to the ropes. She's trying to get a break here on the hold. Charlotte looking to bridge, and is she going to be able to pull this off? Kairi Sane on the top rope, and she's going to drop the elbow on Charlotte Flair and cause the disqualification. And Kairi Sane laying into Charlotte now as Sane causes the disqualification. And the fisticuffs are flying as rights and lefts are raining down on Charlotte Flair from Kairi Sane. So Sane laying into Flair. Flair spent after having to do all that work against Asuka. Flair with the upper hand now, and a boot from Flair, and Charlotte standing tall at the end of this. Charlotte standing tall at the end of this. So Charlotte gets the upper hand. She gets the last laugh. Charlotte does get the last laugh in this one. As Flair's music hits and she stands tall in the ring, and Asuka and Kairi Sane will retreat to the back. Once again, another promo, guys, in the back from the Street Profits. So a promo from the Street Profits, guys, to break things up a little bit. So we're probably not going to have to wait much longer for Edge. Oh, Kelly showing up, guys. So Kelly showing back up in the middle of this promo. I wonder where this is leading. I wonder where this is going. So Kelly inserted into the mix of the Street Profits promo here. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish, but yeah, that's kind of strange, guys. So Kelly interrupts the Street Profits. That was kind of strange. Mojo Rowley's music hits and he comes out. So let's see what Mojo's got going on. And he's the 24/7 champion which is kind of the poor man's hardcore champion. So let's see what Mojo's got cooking, whether he's going to cut a promo or actually wrestle for us. Mojo and a partner of his making their way to the ring. So no microphone for Mojo Rowley. So I believe we're going to get a match out of this. Some sort of a match. So Mojo in the ring. And once again, we head to commercial break. So headed to a commercial break. Mojo Rowley looking like he's going to wrestle. We are going to find out after we come back out of the commercial break, though. I hope this is a short commercial break because these have been what seems like 10-minute commercial breaks when they go to one. They have got to find a way. WWE's got to find a way to do something to maybe cut the show down an hour. Maybe just cut it down an hour because this second hour just dragged. It was bad. That from 9 to 10 was brutal. That was bad, man. From 9 to 10 was bad. That was tough to get through. We saw more commercials than wrestling, and if you're trying to put a wrestling show on, you usually wrestle. So I'm gonna watch AEW too. I'll watch AEW, and if AEW is better than WWE, and it's not it's not this slow and this boring, we may actually swap over to AEW. So I'm going to watch an AEW show coming up and see which one kind of moves faster and which one flows better. So we may be live streaming AEW instead of WWE depending on which one moves faster. Because this doing this every Monday night, this is I don't know. The second hour was just not good. Second hour was tough to get through. It's just so slow. Like, WWE's got to find a way to move that second hour quicker. But what do you guys think? That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. But that's my opinion on this. That is my opinion on this. And I wanted to live stream this because I wanted to see what Edge had to say. Basically wanted to see what Edge had to say. But we're going to have to wait probably till the very end of the show to realistically see what he has to say. And it's, I think they're just using that, to keep people's attention. To be quite honest, it just seems like they've run a lot of Edge promotions throughout this show. So, like I said, guys, I'm gonna watch AEW as well, and we're gonna live stream whatever one moves quicker. That's what we're gonna live stream. Whatever AEW Dynamite or WWE Raw. It just seems like the Monday Night Raw is just drug for probably over the last hour and 20 minutes have not been good. There's been like 2 matches in an hour and 20 minutes. You can't have that. You can't have that. That's why the viewership is down. I mean, I haven't watched Monday Night consistently in a while. I haven't watched Monday Night Raw consistently in a while. But to me, that's why viewership is down. I'm watching it right now, and it's just this last hour and 20 minutes has been rough. It's been tough to get through. So, but we're back out of commercial break. We are back out of commercial break. Mojo Rowley in the ring. He does have a mic, so he's going to cut a promo here. And let's see what he has to say. AEW is going to be tough for me, though, because I don't know any of the wrestlers' names in AEW or the finishers or any. Basically, I don't know too much info. So I'm going to have to definitely do my research and learn about AEW before I kind of jump in and live stream it. But once again, guys, we're basically waiting to hear Edge's announcement. This was probably the main reason why I'm live streaming this, to basically see what Edge has to say and see what's going on for WrestleMania, and see if they're going to try and further some of these storylines. But overall, if I was going to give Monday Night Raw a grade tonight, it would be a C minus. Because so far the 10 to 11 hour is picking up right where the 11 to right where the 9 to 10 hour left off. Just not good. So No Way Jose coming out to face Mojo Rowley. This is probably going to be a squash match. Mojo Rowley probably going to take care of No Way Jose pretty quick here. If I had to guess how WWE is going to if I had to guess how WWE is going to manage this match, Mojo Rowley and No Way Jose, I would think that No Way Jose is probably going to get squashed by Mojo, and this match probably goes less than 5 minutes. So here we go. Rowley going to take the knee of No Way Jose out, and Rowley with the forearm smash in the corner. And Jose already down. Mojo picks him up on his shoulders. It looks like Rowley going to go for some sort of a slam here. He rolls Jose over, and that's it. Squash match. Yep, called it. You know when this is what I'm saying. Come on, man. Come on, WWE. Come on, guys. And a clown, it looks like a member of one of No Way Jose's Congo line, came in there and beat Mojo Rowley, pinned him for 1, 2, 3. That's R-Truth. So R-Truth dressed up as one of No Way Jose's contingent there. And he's the 24/7 champion now. And Rowley going to slam R-Truth down. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. So Rowley going to take his 24/7 title back. So back and forth. Once again, that was pointless there. So that was kind of pointless. You could tell that was just a time filler. So Mojo Rowley squashes 2 wrestlers. No Way Jose and R-Truth. When I can tell you what's going to happen in a match before it happens, that's bad booking. In my humble opinion, this is what's costing WWE. Their creative has just not been good. Their creative over the last 8 years has not been good. The creative department has not been good, and it's hurt them. You know, I called this match before it even started. Showing some footage from last month of the botched wedding of Lana and Bobby Lashley. Rusev coming out of the cake. That was pretty entertaining, not going to lie. But let's see where this goes. So Lana coming out. Lana coming out, and she's going to make her way to the ring. And she's actually going to wrestle. So let's see how Lana does. Lana going to wrestle tonight. So let's see how Lana does inside the ring. I wonder who she will be facing. All right, so Lana set for action. I do, Juan. I do, man. I tell you one thing though, Juan. The last hour and 10 minutes, bro, have been slow. WWE has been pretty. The Raw has been pretty slow tonight for a Raw after a pay-per-view. It's been pretty slow, man. Not too much action going on tonight. The first hour was awesome. We had a lot of matches and a lot of action, and then the 9 to 10 hour it was like somebody threw a boat anchor overboard, and it just slowed way down. So hopefully, I'm hoping the last half hour of the show can actually end in some good action, man. That's what I'm hoping for. I think that's part of WWE's problem, though. They just, their shows at times just slow down, and I think that's why people tune out. But we're going to watch the rest of this because Edge is coming out at the end, and he's going to make an announcement. So Edge is going to make an announcement at the end of this show, basically probably going to try and further a storyline with Randy Orton. Because from what I've read, that we're going to get Edge and Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So I would assume that Edge is going to try and further that storyline today. So we got about this. We're probably got about 20 minutes to go. There's probably about 20 minutes left before we see Edge and Edge make his announcement. So maybe one or two matches left, and then Edge is going to come out at the end of the show, and we're going to hear from him. So that should be interesting. It should be pretty interesting. So we're kind of waiting on Edge's statement, guys. We got about there's a half hour left in the show. So I would assume 15 minutes. This match with Lana is probably going to last about 10 or 15 minutes. And then we're going to get Edge's statement at the end of the show. So not much longer. We won't have to wait much longer for Edge. But we're in a commercial break. Lana made her way to the ring. So Lana is going to wrestle. We're going to find out who her opponent is when we come out of the commercial break. But Lana going to wrestle, so it'll be interesting to see how she does. I don't know, man. This is why it's got me kind of curious. Randy Orton might be trying to bring back that persona. The rumors, from what I've read and what I've been hearing, we're gonna get Edge and Orton at WrestleMania. So I would assume, we may even see Randy Orton come out during Edge's speech at the end to just to kind of further that storyline. But I do think they're gonna set something up with Edge. Some kind of storyline, whether we see Orton or somebody. I'm willing to bet that it's going to be Randy Orton, though. And he's probably going to, Edge is more than likely going to announce that he's coming back to wrestle and that he is back. because we haven't officially got a statement from him on that yet. So, but that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting to see that statement come from Edge himself. All right, guys. So we are out of commercial break and back at it. Let's see who Lana's opponent's going to be. Lana in the ring. So let's see who her opponent is. And it's Liv Morgan. Lana and Liv Morgan going to wrestle. I kind of like Liv Morgan's new ring gear, the black, that kind of black ring gear, similar to kind of a Natalia look, but I like it. I like Liv Morgan's new ring gear. And they go right at each other. The bell rings, and ref's going to try and separate them. And that's a slap from Lana, and Liv returns the favor with a knee to the midsection. Liv going to throw Lana into the corner, and Morgan, the diving back elbow and a snap near takeover. Lana goes up and over Liv's shoulder, and then a kick to the back from Liv and a pin. An easy escape from that one count only. And Lana pushes Liv off the apron, and she will land on the outside there. Liv looks like got the wind knocked out of her a little bit. She landed pretty hard on that left shoulder. And Lana, a kick to the face, and it looks like Liv is out. 1, 2, and a pinning attempt. No. Only a 2 count for Lana. Lana going for what looks like a suplex here, and she does. Up and over goes Liv. Suplex from Lana puts Liv on the mat, and Lana standing tall at the moment. Lana's got all the momentum. Lana using Liv's own arm as a triangle choke now. Liv trying to get out of this. Lana has this choke locked in pretty good, though. Liv trying to fight out of it. Morgan to her feet, and Lana goes up and over Morgan as she flips Lana over. Morgan with the diving clothesline and another one. And now going to take Lana's head and put it right into the mat. Liv step up enziguri on Lana. Morgan has all the momentum now. I do like Morgan's new ring gear, though. Kind of an Natalia look to it with the black. And a stomp to Lana. That's a 2 count. And a kick out from Lana. Morgan looks like she's going to go for a fisherman suplex. Lana rolls her up. And that's a 2 count. And Morgan kicks out. A right to the face of Lana. And now a diving DDT from Morgan. And this puts Lana out 1, 2, and 3. Morgan's diving DDT from the second rope lands her the win. So the diving DDT from the second rope. I like that. That was pretty cool. That's a pretty cool finisher there. Lana hung up on the second rope. Liv dives, grabs her, and then DDTs her into the mat. I like that move a lot. That's pretty cool. That was a creative DDT there. And Morgan gets the win. Eric Rowan in that weird cage of his making their way, looks like making their way to the ring. Yes, so Eric Rowan going to wrestle up next, guys. Eric Rowan wrestling next as he's carrying that cage to the ring. So we head to commercial break, awaiting Eric Rowan to come to the ring. His opponent unknown at the moment. Looking at a SmackDown Live commercial now that it's on Fox. kind of curious to see what Edge has to say, guys. What do you think? Do you think what do you think he's going to say? What do you think his announcement's going to be? Do you think he's back full time? You think we'll see him maybe once in a great while wrestle a match and then Mania and maybe skip a few pay-per-views and then come back? Or do you think he's going to be on? I don't know if he's going to be a full-time schedule, because that's rough. Full-time schedule for these WWE wrestlers is tough, man. It's real tough. So I don't know if we'll see him back full-time, but I assume we're going to get him at Mania. Maybe we'll get him at Maybe we'll get him a match at SummerSlam too. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm hoping Edge is going to say, hopefully Edge is back on a semi-consistent schedule, and we can see Edge. Hopefully we'll get to see Edge at WrestleMania and maybe SummerSlam, and then I don't think they would have him at any of the hardcore pay-per-views like TLC or Elimination Chamber, just because they don't want to risk. I know he had a triple fusion neck surgery, which is a pretty severe surgery. So I don't think they want to put him at too much of a risk, but they do want to let him wrestle. So I think they're going to come to a compromise, and I bet we'll see him. We'll probably see him at Mania, and then we may see him at SummerSlam, and basically, I'm thinking they're going to have him wrestle maybe semi-permanent. I don't think they're going to put him on a full-time schedule. That I do not think. But we're getting awfully close to Edge's hearing from Edge here at the end of the show. All right, so waiting for commercial break to end, guys. Once again, we are getting closer and closer to seeing Edge at the end of the show and finding out what he has to say. This show ends at 11. It is 10:40 at the moment. Well, I should say 11 p.m. East Coast time. So we got about 20 minutes left in the show. Eric Rowan's match, whatever it is probably going to be about 10 minutes. And then we'll hear from Edge at the end. So what do you guys think in the chat? What do you think Edge is going to say? All right, so here we go. Eric Rowan's theme music hits, and he's making his way to the ring, carrying that weird cage of his. So Rowan making his way to the ring, carrying that cage. No one knows still what's under that cage, or what's in that cage, as to say, under the covering there. Rowan into the ring, and he is going to be facing a jobber, so this should probably be a squash match. So Rowan facing a jobber. I assume this match is going to end in about 3 seconds, and that's a huge drop kick to start this one. And Rowan going to roll outside the ring and chase down his opponent, and a diving crossbody on the outside. Rowan clearly with the upper hand. He will pick his opponent up and throw him back into the ring. This one's fixing to be over pretty soon there, folks. Rowan underneath the bottom rope and back into the ring, and he charges into the corner, and that's going to be a diving splash from Rowan, and the float over suplex, and Rowan picks his opponent up. It would have been a 3 count, but he picked him up. Rowan with the claw. Looks like we're going to get the claw slam here as Rowan picks his opponent up and slams him to the mat with ease. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. Eric Rowan with the squash and the win. So Rowan picks up the W easily. This was definitely a squash match. Rowan's opponent did not stand a chance. Rowan's opponent did not stand a chance in this one. So the claw slam. And he will pick that cage up, and Rowan going to make his way up the exit ramp. Or up the entrance ramp, I should say, head towards the back. Once again, showing that Edge promo they've been running all night, guys. This was a highlight of last night when the arena exploded and Edge entered at number 21 in the Royal Rumble. So we are going to be hearing from Edge very soon, guys. Nate, I was watching the Rumble, dude. I have a reaction video of me up on my channel. I clipped it, so I live streamed the Rumble and I clipped a little minute and 15-second clip from that, and it's, dude, I was my 13-year-old self all over again. It was awesome. It was awesome. He came in there and he was spearing everybody. It was awesome. That arena went nuts. I'm gonna try, Rich. I'm gonna try, man. I think it's just gonna add a different aspect to the channel. But we are awaiting Edge's statements, guys. Awaiting to hear from Edge. It was an incredible return, though. Edge's return at the Rumble last night was awesome. It was awesome. But we should definitely be hearing from Edge himself. Probably when we come out of the commercial break. I would assume when we come out of this commercial break, guys, we are going to hear from Edge because it is 10:45 here in this show at 10:45 p.m. on the East Coast, and this show ends at 11. So, Nate, me too, man. He had like a triple spine, like spinal fusion surgery, which is, I mean, that is not that's not a little, non-invasive small little surgery. That's like a serious neck surgery. So if he does here's what I got to say about that. So if Edge does say he's going to wrestle on a consistent basis, I think they're going to keep him away from the pay-per-views that could really hurt him, like TLC and the Elimination Chamber. And if he does wrestle, I think you're going to see a limited moveset from him. I think they're probably going to have him dial it back a little bit, and not be so extreme with the stuff that he does. Just kind of protect him for his own good, which I'm just glad he's back in a ring, man. If we get if he's got to tone it down a little bit with the extreme stuff, as long as Edge is in a ring and wrestling, man, I'm going to be fine with it. But I do think they're going to try and protect him a little bit just to make sure he doesn't hurt himself. I can't believe Edge is 46 though, guys. Edge is 46. Rich, the second out, it's tough though, man. Like I'll admit this, from the second hour from 8 to 9 was awesome. From 8 to 9 was awesome. All the match, like we had constant action, constant promo. It was moving. The second hour is what just does it in. The second like hour, like from 9 to 10:15 was tough, dude. I'm not gonna lie. 9 to 10:15 was tough. Like they have to find a way to fill that second hour with something. Because I'm pretty sure that's what turns people away, is that it's like the action in the second hour comes to a screeching halt, and they have to find a way to fix that. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion on what the issue is, what the kind of true issue is with the WWE. That's what I'm thinking, Rich. Like they should just cut it down to 2, because the second hour is what turns people away. That slow second hour is what turns people away. It is. They really should. They should just cut it down. Raw should be just like SmackDown, 2 hours, and it would be fine. They could put so much into it. Nate, absolutely, man. That is very true. That is very true. He's going to keep a lot of people invested. Um, yeah, no, he definitely will. It is, Rich. It's that second hour. It's that 9 to 10 out. It's that 9. It's from 9 to 10 is what people. It's when people leave. Like if you look at the like watches per like the like look at when it drops, and you can see why. It's that second hour that gets people. All right, awaiting Edge, guys. And you think you know me, and here we go. Edge's theme music just hit, and Edge is in the building, guys. Edge's theme music just hit, and Edge is in the building, and he is pumped up. Edge is pumped up. My man is in the building. Yeah, no, it's like I said, Rich. It's tough sometimes, man. That second hour was brutal. That second hour was brutal. That was tough to get through. But here we go. Edge making his way down to the ring. Edge is in the building, guys. Edge in the building. So we have waited 9 years for this, guys. We have waited 9 years for this. Edge in the building. And he is in the middle of the ring looking for a live mic. I will say this. Edge is pumped up right now. He is pumped up. He looks pretty energized for 46. The Rated R superstar. You know, Tria. You know. He was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day. One of my favorites. And Edge asking for a live mic. Here we go, guys. Let's see what Edge has to say. So let's see what Edge has to say. The crowd going nuts, guys, chanting his name. Welcome back. He's got nothing to say. He's speechless. It's some of the best entrance music out there. His entrance music is awesome. So Edge in the ring, and they are not going to let him talk. The crowd chanting his name. They are pumped up that Edge is back. If you guys could see, if you guys watched the Rumble, Edge, it almost brought Edge to tears last night. He was emotional on the ramp, on the entrance ramp. It almost brought him to tears. He's cutting a promo right now, and he's saying pretty much the same thing. He was emotional last night, man. At the Rumble, he stood on the ramp, and if you watch, there was about 2 seconds there where he had to kind of compose himself because he was getting emotional. You could tell he was happy to be back too. So he said 9 years ago they disqualified him from ever wrestling. So he basically did the same thing Daniel Bryan did. Once he figured out that he could possibly find a way to make it so he could wrestle, he was going to try it. So basically a Daniel Bryan story going on here, guys. Talking about how he kind of worked his way back into getting medically cleared. So he just said he's stepping back in the ring and he's going to end his career on his terms. This is a good promo, guys. Talking to the crowd and talking to the guys in the back as well. And he just said, I hope Seth Rollins is ready. I don't know, guys. He may say he's back for good. It's leaning that direction. It's definitely leaning that direction. He looks pretty healthy, man. I'm not going to lie. He looks pretty good. He just said, I have to thank Daniel Bryan for the advice. So he's basically talking about some of the past things that he's accomplished. Still kind of waiting on whether or not he's going to say he's back full time or not. Still, he's kind of dancing around that right now. He just said, if you knock me down, I get back up. And I told you guys, I believe I called it earlier, we were going to see Randy Orton in the middle of Edge's promo. And here he is, Randy Orton, stepping into the fray. The Viper's music hits, and he makes his way down the entrance ramp. I mean, WWE should just have me book a show, because I can pretty much tell you exactly what's going to happen. Randy Orton interrupts Edge, and with all the rumors going around, guys, we're probably going to get we're probably going to see this Randy Orton Edge feud moved forward here. We're probably going to see the Randy Orton and Edge feud moved forward here, since they were trying to eliminate each other in the Rumble. So, and with all the rumors swirling around, the big one is we're going to get Edge and Orton at Mania. So, I assume we're going to see an RKO or a spear at the end of this segment. So Orton speaking now to the past history between Edge and himself. Edge getting emotional because Orton's saying that Edge pulled Orton out of that slump that he was in early in his career, and Orton was in a bad way earlier on in his career. He was not in a good spot, and Edge did do that for him. He just said, what if Rated RKO got back together one more time? So Randy Orton proposing a Rated RKO reunion, guys. Rated RKO reunion proposed by Randy Orton to Edge. But I personally think that... And Orton, RKO out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Randy Orton RKO's Edge out of nowhere. Randy Orton just RKO'd Edge out of nowhere. Wow. Well, that escalated quickly. Orton bringing a steel chair into the mix. So Orton hits the RKO on Edge, and he's going to go to work on the lower back of Edge with a chair. So Edge in a bad way, guys. He is in a heap in the center of the ring. So we are going to, it looks like we're going to get Edge and Orton at Mania. This feud is definitely heated, has definitely been pushed forward. as Orton drills Edge with an RKO and then smashes him over the back with a steel chair. Edge in a bad way. He's in a heap on the in the center of the ring. Orton picks the chair up again. Is he gonna go for one more? It looks like it. Randy walking towards Edge. Are we gonna see Edge take another chair shot? Randy got Edge by the hair. Oh, this is not good. Edge's head has been wedged in between the chair, guys. Edge's head has been wedged in between the chair. And whoever called it earlier about the Legend Killer personality being reborn from Randy Orton, it looks that way, guys. That's what it looks like we are leaning towards. Randy Orton got Edge's head wedged in the chair. Orton steps up on the second rope. Edge's head still wedged in the chair. Orton sitting on the top rope now. Feet on the middle rope, sitting on the top turnbuckle, thinking. Randy, I don't know. Is he gonna do it? Randy's got Edge in a bad way, head wedged in a chair. Orton thinking about it, and he steps down from the turnbuckle. Head of Edge is still wedged in the chair. And Randy takes Edge's head out of the chair, throws it out of the ring, and Orton running for another chair. He's going to get two of them now, so two steel chairs into the mix. Two steel chairs into the mix. And he's going to place Edge's head on one chair. I don't know where this is going, but it's not going in a good direction, that's for sure. And he's going to grab the other one. Oh, he's going for a concerto. He's going for a concerto here, guys. Edge is set up perfectly. Orton has that look in his eye. Gives that evil smirk, and he's going to wind up. He lines up Edge. He winds up, and he hits it. Orton hits the concerto on Edge. And then takes a seat in the center of the ring. What an ending, guys. So Edge hit with a concerto from Orton. This feud from Orton and Edge just got escalated to a next level, guys, as Orton hits Edge with a concerto. And that will end Monday Night Raw. And that's how we end the show. We end the show with Edge getting hit with a concerto from Orton. Wow. Wow, guys. That's all I got to say. That was an ending right there. So the feud between Orton and Edge has escalated to a different level. Has absolutely escalated to a different level. That was a crazy ending to Monday Night Raw. Crazy ending. So WWE looks like they are going full force with this Randy Orton and Edge feud headed towards WrestleMania. As the show ends with Edge in a heap in the center of the ring after taking a concerto from Orton. So that's old school Raw right there. That's vintage Orton. And Orton back to being the bad guy. But thanks for watching, guys. Much appreciated. That was a hell of a way to end the show. And once again, thanks for watching. Much appreciated. I will see you guys on the next stream. As always, thanks for all the support. It has truly been awesome. I have enjoyed my YouTube, the ride on YouTube so far. The channel is almost a year old. I believe February 4th or 8th is the channel's 1-year anniversary. So, once again, guys, thanks a lot. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I will catch all of you next time. Butchers, Black, and Patriots Talk. I am out, guys. Y'all have a good rest of your evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are on this globe. I thank you for watching, and I am out of here. Y'all have a good night. And take it easy. Butchers, Black, and Patriots Talk, and I'm out, guys. Peace. Hold strong.